take a picture with us?
Think back to your elementary and high school days. Who was your favorite teacher or teachers? And what made them so great? Was it a good lesson they had? Did they make learning fun? Or was it the way they made you feel when you got an answer correct? I think it's safe to say that we've all had an influential teacher at one point in our lives. And let's think about it. They are the ones that introduce us into the careers that we have for the rest of our lives. They introduce us to physics, biology, art, music. So how can such an influential person get paid so little? On average, in the United States, a teacher makes $40,300 a year. According to payscale.com, they make $14.20 on the hour. A substitute teacher makes $12.08 on the hour, and they don't have to have a degree. So the 4 years will give you $2 more. In Indiana, the dropout rate is 16 at the youngest, and they can only drop out if they have financial problems, health situations, or if it's approved by a judge. So teachers are required by law and get paid so little. On listbylist.com, teaching as a profession does not make the top 100 paying jobs in the United States. It's outranked by retail sales managers and sales representatives. And you don't have to have a degree to go into sales. With tuition on the rise at all colleges and universities, teachers accumulate quite a bit of student loan debt in the 4 years they're at school. If they're in 4 years, it could be more. And they start off with a job that'll pay less than $30,000 a year. Out of school, teachers are continuing to raise a family or just starting to raise a family, and yet they have all the debt to pay off with a little paycheck. Not only that, but a lot of schools require teachers to seek even higher education, with at least getting a master's degree. This is more debt and minimal pay increase in return. With the No Child Left Behind legislation, each school in the United States is required at least one highly qualified teacher, and that takes more than just the four years in school. It also requires more testing, and more testing requires the teachers to do more remedial work and tutoring for the students who can't pass. And usually this occurs outside of the 8 to 3 school day. With all the tutoring and remedial work, they also have to grade the papers, and they have prep time for their lessons. Usually their prep periods that are scheduled in the school day go to hallway duty, recess duty, or lunch duty. They even have parent-teacher conferences to attend, and in some cases, case conference committee meetings for their special needs learners. Not only that, but the U.S. has seen a lot of inflation. The cost of living is going up, and yet we see no compensation for it. Over half the states in the United States don't raise pay to correlate with the inflation. So how do the teachers make up the difference? A lot of them take up a second job during the summer to maintain financial stability. If their salary could at least meet inflation in the states, we would see great improvement. With a competitive salary, we see much better teachers, better qualified teachers as well. All we need to do is raise funding for education. Studies show that better salaries equal better teachers and better performance. If schools invest a little bit more money in their teachers, the teachers in return would invest back into the school, the community, and their students. The cliche kind of works. You get what you paid for. If we have better teachers who invest more time in their students, you'll get better schools, which will lead to more funding. Again, getting more teachers, more qualified teachers. More funding also equals more opportunities for the students. They could get a wider variety of classes that they don't have, along with more or newer technology. If the teachers could have time to invest their time in the students, we would see better communities. The students would have better confidence levels, which would lead to lower crime rates and less gang activity and involvement. A teacher could have more time to influence their students, and they could decrease that dropout rate, and we could see more law-abiding citizens. All we need to do to get teachers to have better funding, write to your congressman. Tell him or her that you're upset that the teachers their salary doesn't meet inflation. They have so much to do. They just need a better pay. Together, we can make our nation brighter for our kids and our grandkids. And if you don't have kids, don't plan on having kids, you'll at least see a better community to live in. And the next time you go and see your teacher, or see any teacher, thank them for all the work they've done and all the time they put in with the little paycheck to show for it.